Shalom, this is a new Ben Israel at Hebrew on Island 2. Today's video is called Utah, a special place for the Israelites. And you know the Negros are the only Israelites that are scattered to the four corners of this flat earth. Okay, listen, some may say that have not watched videos on my channel. What is he talking about, Utah or whatever? Well, go on my video catalog on YouTube on my channel and it'll explain all that. But I'll say it in short is that whatever you learn in school, they've lied to you. What was up is down, what was right is left, what is east is west, what is north is south. They've lied about everything. Look who is ruling. It has rulership. The heathens, and apex heathen is the Caucasian. And when you say one lie, you have to keep making up colossal lies to hide your demonic lies. And they don't want us to come to who we are. That's the last thing they ever want, because once you do that, your self-esteem goes through the roof and things is going to change. They'll rather wait until the Most High unleashes the Kraken on them, and the Most High using us and whatever other means, the Malachim, to extract the rulership, the world rulership, from their dirty, demonic devil paws, hands. That's going to come. That's going to come to our power. That's going to come in the last days, and we don't know when the last days are, but we know we're living in the season. But anyway, back to the video. Remember, they're not going to tell us nothing. They're not going to give us no clues. They're not going to give us no hints, nothing. We have to do the research. Columbus didn't come here just to find new land and gold. He came here to conquer the holy city. The Pope back then, the Catholic Church, the main power of the world. Spain and Portugal are the kings. And the Pope back then, he put out a papal letter. And the letter stated that Christopher Columbus was to go to the so-called New World, because the Americas, from North Pole to the South Pole, not just America, North America, South America, the Caribbean, Brazil, Peru, etc., 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 is the old world. I'm telling you, they switched everything around. And in that papal doctrine, it stated that he was supposed to enslave all the Saracens and the heathens. They call heathens. They're the heathens. Remember, everything switched around. That would not comply to their Christianity, Catholicism. And that's what they did. They came to capture the holy city and to seize all our property and everything and put us in perpetual slavery. So that story that you learned in school is a fallacy. The heathens, of course, are going to believe that, but remember, the Most High states that they are less than nothing, nothing, vanity, small dust of the balance. We don't care what they think. The only way we're going to be empowered is through studying His law, which is our law and our history. Forget about theirs. Anyway, back to Utah. Let's read it. And you know, I'm on the etymology online dictionary. Utah. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it? Yeah, Utah. U.S. territory organized in 1850, admitted as a state in 1896, from Spanish Utah. Y-U-T-A, name of the indigenous Utah Aztecian people of the Great Basin. All right, and those were Negros. It wasn't those Johnny-come-lately, lightly tan, white type of people. Asian, Mongoloid type people. Those are those Indians that they purport to be the true natives. Those Mexicans, those white-skinned Mexican with totally white phenotype, body characteristics, hair, facial feature, complexion, etc. Those are not the people. Those are the Johnny-come-latelys. The copper-colored people with afros and braids are the ones originally living in the Americas, the old world, Australia, and around the world. And of course, they have to hide it, so they're going to put a people over us, like they put the fake Jewish people over us. Their ultimate plan is to hide who we are. It's all coming to light, and there's going to be a changing of the guard once this whole thing is done away with, this system. Americans think the system's not going to end, but let them go back in history. They find that Egyptian civilization, they thought it would never end. Where's Egypt now? They thought Rome Empire would never end. Where's Rome? They thought Greek Empire would never end. Where's Greek? Well, America and Europe is circling the toilet, or the sink. It's circling. It's getting ready to go down. And the new rulers of the entire world, and guess what? There's world behind the poles. The Most High made it beautiful for us. So they got over first with all these centuries of having their foot on our neck, enslaving us, raping us, killing us, and stealing everything from us. But we're going to have the last laugh, Hebrew, and the Hebrews are only the Negros. Okay, continuing with this definition of Utah, it says perhaps from Western Apache, and it says Yuda, Y-U-D-A-H, high, that means high, Yuda, like Judah. I'm telling you, these guys are sorcerers and witches in their etymology, and they hide it. But they're showing you, because they know you like watching sports and BET and Atlanta Housewives, and you're too busy being submerged under all your debt and having to go to your modern day slavery, which is your job that you hate. So they know you're not going to find that. But here at Hebrew on the Island too, other people put out research, I research, and we learn from each other. This is how we're going to learn. Not from their lying history books. We're going to learn from each other. You spread this too. So Utah, a derivative of Utah, let me turn down my phone. A derivative, a byword of Utah is Yudah. Y-U-D-A-H. So, hold on. Turn my phone down. Let me bring it to you so you can see it. Yudah, Y-U-D-A-H. Yudah. Telling you, listen, they got a hijack on us. They hijacked our culture, nationality. They have stripped us of almost everything. So you know that Utah is really Yudah, and it's really Judah. These lands are the promised lands. That desert that don't grow really anything over there, in the land that they purport to be the Holy Lands, is not it. It's not a land flowing with milk and honey. And those pyramids, go watch one of my videos. Those are fake pyramids. You say, how could it be fake? They're very big. They're made with man-made materials. Go check out my video and you can find stuff out there and do your own research. You know, and the government over there stated that they needed a tourist attraction. So they know that people like old things. More ancient Hebrew relics have been, and Egyptian relics have been found in the Americas. But I know you don't know that. Most of you don't know. Just go on my site, go on my YouTube, and research for yourself. More Hebrew relics from the past and Egyptian discovered in Americas. I'm telling you, everything switched. A devil will be a devil, which are the heathens, apex heathen, Caucasians, never trust them. Okay, let me go into this little video, yo, because they knew it. They knew, you know, this place is the place. I'm telling you. Oh, excuse me, I'm not in the place. I'm not in America anymore. I relocated, but I'm still in the vicinity because this is the Caribbean where I'm at. North America, South America, the Caribbean, Peru, Brazil, etc., Amazon, all that. Well, that is the old world. So I'm still living in the old world, but you guys that are right in America, you're in the heart of it. And guess what? I used to hate America because, you know, so racist and the heathens have their foot on us. They are the servants riding upon horses in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. And I don't like the servant telling me what to do, controlling things. So I said, let me go to a place where more of the people are my complexion, and I'm not going to be dealing with that constant racism as if I lived in America for all those years. So I wanted a little break, so I moved away. But I'm still in the vicinity, but you're very close. I'm going to take me, how do you say, an aliyah one day, and I'm going to go to Utah and Arizona, all those places. You know, it's too many. It's too many places to list. It's beautiful. Our land is beautiful, and the lands behind the poles, I can't wait to see them. And the devils don't let us see them, and they're stealing resources over there. That's why no country in the world has broken that Antarctic treaty, even though they went to war with each other, because they're hiding a big secret. We live in a flat, domed earth, and they're hiding it from us. And they're stealing resources and everything that's in those other lands that go on and on and on. You get to the Antarctic, there's a 200-foot ice sheet wall, and they guard it with airplanes and missiles. And no commercial airlines, nobody could fly over that. They'll blow you up. So you know these devils will be devils. But that land, they better enjoy every little stolen land and thing that they stole from us now. But it's soon coming to an end, and they're never going to enjoy none of this again. They're only going to enjoy a little bread, a little water, and slave quarters. It's not the New Testament where it's going to be 1,000 years and then everybody's going back to their land. No, they're going to be perpetual servants. Okay, let's check this Utah out. And, you know, I'll throw in my little commentary. And listen, it's in black and white. It's in black and white. It's in black and white. It's made in 1948. So remember the color is in black and white. But if you want, you can look it up on your own. Stole our land. The Negros didn't come from Africa, we were already here. The Israelites.
2 million pounds of steel and coal harnessed together furnish the power that drives Rio Grande Scenic Limited westbound over towering Continental Divide. Through rugged Tennessee Pass, 10,240 feet of elevation in a land of Herculean proportions. Down a granite vertebra of the backbone of the North American continent into color-splashed canyons modeled with spruce and pine, evergreen sponges that retard the rush of water from eternal snows. Mile after mile, our route parallels the Colorado River, a swift-flowing palette that catches the myriad colors of nature's endless parade of beauty. A surging guide that leads us across Colorado's boundary at dusk into Utah. Now a mysterious land of empurpled distances, shadow-tinted by a retreating sun. Rhythmic wheels symphonize a lullaby of flanges and rails, desert night and sky spangles, past small way stations, on to a dawn destination, Arches National Monument, which is reached from a tiny desert outpost, Thompson, Utah. Flame scarlet rays herald the approach of a desert morning, and we are on our way by horseback to the Arches, A complex group of sandstone portals ranging in size from peepholes to great openings through which armies could march. Everywhere they exhibit a wizardry of sculpture, great bowls of sandstone, perfectly engineered.
Listen, you know why the things are perfectly engineered? Because they were carved out by our foreparents, the Israelites. And you're going to see these are not just regular rock formations. These are old, antique Hebrew sculptures that they did on the landscape. And you're going to see some elephants that they carved into the landscape. It wasn't those fake Mongoloid Asian Indians. It was the Negros, the copper-colored Aboriginal, which is the Israelite.
Spectacular rock visions dominating this vast desert domain. The giant openings are natural windows through which we view an enchanted land. Red rocks and sagebrush reaching out to the mighty snow-capped La Salle Mountains. Like a fantastic scene from the Arabian Nights, we succumb to the spell of a desert witchery and are enthralled by an unbelievable processional, a parade of elephants, mighty stone pachyderms, as if waiting the appearance of a bejeweled potentate.
As you can see, this was carved out, not by no fake Mongoloid, Asian type, white people, genotype, phenotype, Johnny-come-lately Indians, by the copper color people of the Americas, which were the Israelites.
This is a world of magic windows, grotesque grandeur created by wind and erosion. The desert possesses an impelling force. Miles of pale yellow sand lift themselves to meet a sky band of faraway cliffs. An indescribable vastness softened now by the waning purple and molten silver shadows of a departing day. Aboard the Scenic Limited again, through ebony darkness, into Utah's great Carbon County coal region. Bound for Castle Gate, imposing entrance to the Wasatch Plateau. Gray sandstone projections atop the canyon ridges guard the bituminous wealth of this section. Enough coal to supply the entire United States for 250 years. It is estimated almost 196 billion tons of coal remain to be mined. And the fact that 45% reaches out-of-state markets makes for an endless parade of coal-laden gondolas up and down mountain grades.
Listen, these demons stole. They didn't just steal your heritage; they stole your wealth. But the Most High said He's gonna give us our wealth back, but in like double, triple, quadruple fashion. So don't worry about it. But these are thieves, and they never repaid.
The coal resources of Utah are enormous, with 1/5 of the state underlaid with this valuable combustible mineral. Utah coal, black magic that fires the furnaces of progress. Lunch, a pleasant interlude, tasty dishes spiced with fleeting scenes. Up to Soldier Summit, over 7,000 feet high, the crest.
And you saw who was serving the food. Listen, they got a price to pay. For some of you guys that got that soft heart for the heathen, shame on you. They had our sisters and our not our sisters, our foreparents, mothers and fathers working as servants. Ecclesiastes 10 said they are the servants. And some of you don't care what our foreparents went through. You should be ashamed of yourself. They have to repay. And I'm glad it's not up to a lot of you. It's going to be up to the Most High, H.O.I.
Of the Wasatch Plateau. Here the railroad reaches its highest Utah elevation, and what was once the scene of Indian warfare is now a busy mountain crossroad. Passengers and commerce moving east and west over a modern double-track system, a quartet of steel arteries reaching into infinity. We're over the hump and it's down to Provo, Utah's third largest city. A scene of great agricultural activity, Provo testifies to the reclamation of the desert. A bronze plaque commemorates the historic trek of Father Escalante, priest and pathfinder, who entered this region in 1776. Failing in his effort to find a shorter route between the missions at Santa Fe and Monterey, Escalante was nonetheless overawed by the commanding picture of Mount Timpanogos, which the Indians called the Sleeping Princess. Over 12,000 feet high, it is a perpetual spillway for the crystal cold liquid snow rushing to assimilate itself with Utah Lake, the largest body of fresh water in the state and the fountainhead of Utah's vast and important enterprise, irrigation. To the Mormon settlers, this lake was the Sea of Galilee in their new Holy Land, supplying water for Utah's River Jordan.
Yo, listen, go to my video. You see how they're saying Holy Land, Galilee, because there's places named that way. I'm telling you, dealing with the devil. The landmass is not over there that dusty, and they're only showing you the desert parts and all this stuff. There's crazy greenery, shrubbery all around Colorado, Utah, Oklahoma, all those places. So, know your history. Get involved in it. Take a trip there. But now you're going to take a trip there with a different perspective, a different narrative.
To provide a steady flow, powerful pumps are utilized, so that man is enabled to cooperate with nature in perpetuating the transformation of once barren Salt Lake Valley. And like the biblical River Jordan, this stream too has its Dead Sea, emptying into the Great Salt Lake. Modern irrigation traces its beginning to that July day in 1847, when advance scouts of Brigham Young's party plowed ground and began what is generally accepted as the first irrigation project by Anglo-Saxons on this continent.
All right, listen, enough. You just be mad that these demons who they think that, oh, we discovered this and this is ours, they are demons. This whole world was made for our sake. The Holy Lands is right here. Not right here where I'm at, but it is. It's part of it. Everything from the North Pole to the South Pole in the Western Hemisphere is the old world. Amazon River, Peru, which is really Perusalem, if I'm not mistaken. It's just beautiful. It's land flowing with milk and honey. Not that dry fake place over there in Israel with those fake pyramids. So anyway, I just wanted to show you, because guess what? You have to build upon your knowledge, your biblical knowledge, and you should want to build upon your history knowledge. And these devils are never going to tell us stuff. I try to make my videos not too long because I know people have very short attention spans. So when you look at that word Judah, know what the real meaning behind it is. Judah. That's what it is. So this is a noob in Israel at Hebrew on the Island too. Hopefully this was enjoyable. And listen, this is a 1948 black and white movie. My camera is not great taking indoor videos. It's just not. And I have a Sony camera. Outside is like excellent. But, I take a lot of things inside. You can watch the video yourself. Just go back. I think it's called Desert Desert Empire. That's what it's called. So look it up on YouTube yourself, and then you can see it. And it's going to be in black and white. But it's educational Hebrew. Go get the knowledge. We're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. This is our time to get it. So until next time, Shalom. Shalom. We give all praises to Hawa.